there, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into one of the sweetest, most beautiful cards in the entire tarot deck, the Ace of Cups. I mean, this card is just pure emotional potential. It's like the universe is handing you a fresh start on a silver platter, or, well, in a cup. And we're going to break down exactly what that means for you. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Say yes to the thing that stirs your heart. That is the absolute core of the Ace of Cups. Think of it as a cosmic green light telling you to just feel it all, to trust where your heart is pulling you. It's about being brave enough to open yourself up to something real, even when it feels, a little scary. All right, so to really get what this card is saying, we've got to look at the picture itself. The imagery is just wow. Every single detail is packed with meaning, and it all comes together to tell the story of a huge emotional and spiritual gift. So right in the center, you see this hand coming out of a cloud, holding up a cup. And this isn't just some random hand, okay? It's meant to be a divine source, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, literally offering you a gift. Now the cup itself, in tarot, cups are all about the element of water. That means emotions, feelings, intuition, all that good stuff from the subconscious. So this cup, it's basically a vessel just brimming with potential, and it's being offered directly to you. And look closely. You'll see the cup is overflowing with 5 streams of water. Now, these streams represent your 5 senses kind of coming alive, right? But they also point to something even deeper, your intuition. The card is basically saying, hey, to get this gift, you've got to pay attention to the world around you, for sure, but you also have to listen to that gut feeling, that little voice inside. And then you've got the dove. This really drives home the spiritual side of the card. A dove is like the universal symbol for peace and love, right? So seeing it fly down towards the cup is a sign of a divine blessing. A lot of times it's shown dropping a little wafer into the water, which represents grace, like a pure spiritual energy just flowing down from on high into your subconscious and bubbling up into your everyday life. Okay, so what happens when you actually say yes and accept this amazing invitation? Well, that leads us right into the upright meaning of the card. It's all about the promise of what can happen when you have an open heart. Just looking at these keywords, you can tell the upright Ace of Cups is just so positive. I mean, it's an ace, which is the number 1, right? The ultimate number for new beginnings. So it's screaming fresh emotional start. This could be in your love life, your creative projects, your spiritual journey, you name it. It's all about awakening, joy, and even the potential for new life. And that can be literal or totally metaphorical. So, how does this actually play out in real life? Well, in love, oh my gosh, it's one of the best cards to get. It can mean a brand new romance is on the horizon, or that a relationship you're already in is about to get so much deeper and more compassionate. For your career, it's like a shot of creative espresso. Suddenly you're inspired, you're loving a new project, or the people you work with are just clicking. And with money, it usually points to some happy news, like maybe a loan gets approved or you get some much-needed support from somewhere. When it comes down to it, the Ace of Cups is your sign to start fresh. It often shows up when you've been through a tough time, maybe feeling lonely or hurt, and it's here to tell you it's time for a new chapter. The universe is holding out this incredible gift of emotional renewal, but you're the one who has to reach out and take it. But that leads to a really big question, right? An overflowing cup is so beautiful, but what if it's turned upside down? What happens when that gift gets spilled or blocked or wasted? And that brings us to the reversed meaning. When the Ace of Cups is reversed, that beautiful image just flips. The water's pouring out, the cup is empty. It's a warning sign. It's about a blocked or repressed emotional state. Yeah, these keywords paint a totally different picture, don't they? We're talking about holding back your feelings, sadness, creative blocks. It might point to unrequited love, feeling insecure, or just a general sense of meh. Basically, all that amazing flowing positive energy from the upright card has hit a wall and gotten stuck. So in your life, this might look like old hurts making you feel too insecure to get close to someone. At work, you could be feeling totally unmotivated, just bored. And with finances, it might mean getting some disappointing news. It's really that feeling of emptiness and frustration that can seep into different parts of your life. But here's the key thing to understand. The problem is usually internal. The cup is empty because someone, maybe you, maybe someone else, is holding back their feelings. You might be scared of getting hurt again, or maybe you just feel overwhelmed or even embarrassed. So this card is gently asking you to look inside and ask yourself, okay, what's really causing this blockage? All right. So whether you get this card upright or reversed, it's not just a prediction. It's advice. It's a guidepost. So let's talk about what you can actually do with this message. If you're doing a simple yes or no reading, the Ace of Cups is pretty straightforward. Upright? That's a huge, resounding yes. It's telling you to go for it, lead with your heart. But if it's reversed, it's more of a gentle no. Not right now. It suggests the timing is off because there's some emotional stuff that needs to be sorted out first. So what's your game plan? Let's break it down. Number 1, if you got the card upright, your job is to embrace those new feelings. Just let yourself feel, be open, be honest. Number 2, if it came out reversed, it's time to turn inward. Seriously, this is the ultimate self-love assignment. You need to figure out what you're repressing and why. And finally, no matter which way it falls, remember those 5 streams. Trust your gut. Your intuition is your compass here, and it knows the way. And that really leaves us with one final thing to think about. The Ace of Cups is, at its heart, an offer. It's asking you to look inside and find that new feeling that's bubbling up, that new creative idea, that new connection. So what is that new feeling that's stirring inside you right now, and what would it take for you to just say yes and let it flow?
Continue your tarot journey by liking, subscribing, and checking out our books. The link is in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.